What else? We have to make it until 9, so keep talking. How I can? I'm gonna share my screen right now. Here, share. What else you have in your mind regarding the experience until today with Excel? With Excel and SPSS?
No, not with Excel.
We did SPSS. We did Excel a little.
Yeah, Excel we did last time.
Yeah, we did
That
some.
was a smaller version.
Yeah, just something.
Yeah.
So a little bit. But tell me, what else you find interesting or you find that you didn't like? Something that caught your attention regarding SPSS?
Last 2 classes was amazing. Like we had a very good time. We got to learn something new, which was completely out of the box.
Out of the box.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm gonna take notes. I'm learning English with you. Out of the box. What else? Something else that I'm sharing my screen now. So, because this is applied business statistic, let's apply the statistic today. So, let's use the Google form, my friend. You don't have to do anything now of this. You don't have, there is no assignment, there is nothing on this, okay? So, no stress. I just gonna change the user, this one. I like. Say it again, Abul, say it fast.
Feel free to share.
Feel free to share. Yeah, it's because Abul was with me in other class and I was bothering a lot with Google Form. But I'm going to do it again, just a little bit. For this time is a different purpose, more or less. So, trusting the process.
I got 80% attendance more.
Oh,
I didn't come.
that's when what do you want me to do? Okay, so I will ask you some questions today. Hey, ¿cómo estás? I'm going to ask you some questions here in this Excel, in this Google form. And XPS is experience until today. So let's do you're helping me with something here, okay? And also I will add this question, is this option will be, no, here I'm gonna change neutral. And then satisfies, and then the next one. Okay, that's my first option, my first question. And then, and I will do this as, I forgot what I do here. Esta cosa, hide. In the top, I will do paragraph. And now you are free to write whatever you want. And I don't see anybody, so. I guess it's okay for now. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Let's say, let's put another option here because some community is new on this, I guess. So I don't know. Let's be inclusive, right? I don't know. What Bielka is doing, trusting the process, okay? Trusting the process. And then I'm gonna leave it open so you can say everything you want. And this is mistaken, right? Here. Okay, now. Yeah, I always made a mistake with that name. Okay, send, and I click on send. I shorten my URL because I want it short, Control-C, and now I'm going to the class, to the dashboard. And help me a little, answer this one in the top, the first one. I put you a little survey here in Google Forms again. Tell me something. It's anonymous. I don't know who answered. My voice is destroyed. 7 class since yesterday, nonstop. One, the next, one, the next, one, the next, one. A little break today, just a couple hours, and now the next. Let's do this, people. This form, let's do it together. Cooperate with me. Help me a little. I'm destroying. Okay, I'm recording this. So let me go to my. No, this not. This is not what I want. You're helping me a little. I'm not getting any responses. This is in 0. You're gonna leave me with the 0 again. I will do so. You know how it works. Help me. Come on, go to the dashboard in Applied Business Statistics. Ay, Dios mío, they're gonna leave me alone. In dashboard here, you see the link I put you there just now. Forms. This is not assignment. It's a free. Gracias. Qué linda. You're so sweet. Okay, so I'm gonna see it.
I submitted.
Oh, good. I have 1, 2 responses right now. This is living answers. I like it. Living right now. That's what I'm getting right now from you. 2 responses, 3 responses until today, until now. Yes. So very satisfied. I got 10% satisfaction. And I have some comments here. I love it. I love it. Everybody put me something. And some community is tired. I don't blame you. 6:41. And I know that you're destroyed. But some of you are okay. Some of you are perfect. I love it. And then you give me some love here, like every time. I love it. I have a lot of fun later in the home reading all of this. Okay. So some of you say that SPSS was a good experience, and we're gonna do it again, okay? We are not done. No, you're not done. Oops, I did it again. Okay, so here, more practice. We need more practice in everything, like every single thing we do. We need practice. It's about consistency. Thank you for the happy Valentine's. Yeah, so sweet. Hola, learning Spanish on sign. I was waiting for you to give me your comments. I need your input. Okay, so thank you for your comments. You always give me. I'm very spoiled. I'm getting very spoiled now. Something's going on now. But thank you for this. I appreciate it so much. And I use it again and again. I used to read again. Free like a bear. I know that's what you want. You want to be free. You want to be free. I have some community that don't know yet. I don't blame them. Yes, I don't blame them. And also satisfied. I'm very satisfied. So we need to keep working to create the best experience for all of you. Of course, it's something that not everybody will be interested. And that not all of us will be working on this in our life in the future. Maybe you won't see this anymore, but some of you, yes, will see it again. Some of you will see it again. So I want that when you see it again, you remember this moment. Anyway, but yeah, it's all about practice, okay? It's all about practice. You don't have to be nice. You can say everything because I don't see. Something else, let me know. If you don't want to tell me, just write it here and I can see what you think, okay? More practice in Excel. Yes, that's what I was planning today for you. Get you some experience on that. Así que, so let's go with the mambo. Let's go with the mambo. Thank you for your comments. You can you can submit more than one if you want. Dios mío, ayúdame. Okay, so let's do this. Yeah, more stuff. ¿Qué era lo que va a hacer? What I'm gonna do? Lesson. Let's go to the lesson 6. Statistical inference. When we are developing a statistical inference, you can keep putting your opinion, okay? Because I will look again. And inferential statistic is not just describing what happened, like when we do a descriptive. You remember when we run the descriptive here? Let's just to see it. Don't be scared. Just for you to see. When we run the analyze and then we do compare descriptive statistic, we see this word here. This is the thing telling me something. 1 second. Yes, stay on the code. That's why I don't like this. Okay, anyway, but when we go to the descriptive statistics, you will see the tools that the system give you: frequency, descriptive, explore, crosstab. What is this? Crosstab. We didn't use that. Crosstab is to compare when we do bivariate analysis. For example, comparing for my customer that say drama, and how much of this customer that say drama, this group, how much like, I don't know, any kind of show, different show. I can compare crosstab of my females, of the female customer of population, right? Of my female population, how much like drama and how much like news. And I can have just analysis for this sector, for females or for males. And this is something we can do soon. Some analysis that we do in the descriptive. And now we got the frequency like you did before. And those are the measurements that I'm choosing for now. Some of these are also inferential. Anyway, so I hit on OK, like you did before, and now I'm able to see as soon as I have more variables in the system, as soon as I have more information, more data, of course, this output will be longer. And as soon as I keep requesting information to my system from my data matrix, I will have more analysis, like everything else, right? And you use the descriptives, I remember, if I'm not mistaken, you use graphic, all of this stuff that we're gonna keep using. Like Excel is very robust. This one is specialized on statistics, as you can see. And the options that you have here, probably we don't use everything because it's huge. And in the real world, what I use for a long time doing this is practically descriptive and also running crosstab. And that's it, because the frequencies, of course, and practically that's it, we use in the real scenario. And then we used to export the data of the graphic to Excel. And then we transfer this data to PowerPoint. So we didn't never use in the real analysis in the business sector, we never use these files for anything. Those files we use internally. For the customer, for your stakeholder, for the community that you are working for or working with, you do a presentation and use your PowerPoint, etc. That's but if you have a different experience, let me know, something that you used before, but that's what we use in the regular business sector. And that's it. So it's not more than that. But you can see plenty of options that we have in Excel, like this histogram, all of this scatter plot, all of this graphic, we have it in Excel and we can use it. And in my opinion, they work better visually in Excel. Okay, so we're gonna go to Excel to see this. And you tell me.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
For example, the one we make the chart right now, you showed on the right side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This thing, can we do the PPT presentation?
Yes. Yes.
With the moving graphics?
Moving graphics.
Yeah, for example, see the scale, which is like to put the colors on that or something like that.
You can change
the format.
But it's never like Excel.
Okay.
My opinion.
Okay.
Excel is
No, I mean for PPT. PowerPoint.
Yes.
We can, yeah. Okay.
Yes, you can use it. But yeah, what I wanted to tell you, like I used to take the data to Excel, and then with the graphic for in Excel, I transfer to PowerPoint. Like I copy and paste.
Okay.
I think it's better
Okay.
for you, for us, for all of us in business area, and also medical research, everything. But yeah, if you see something different, tell me, because we want to listen to you. What you see before? You see those traffic? No, for communication purpose, I don't think it's the best option. That's it. But of course, we need the system. We will need the system. If we want to dig on this and make it better, the system is a great tool, as you notice, right? And we're gonna keep practicing. So that's more or less what I wanted to tell you about this. So here, what you see in the descriptive analysis, create reports and graphs, like you already saw. And the inferential collect data from a sample, and then we draw conclusions. So taking this sample here, this is in this Reform University, this group of students that is here in this room now is representing the whole school, for example. Right? So we are saying that this group represents the whole school because this is our sample. And how we obtain our sample? We have different ways, right? Here in the dashboard, let's go to the practice again so you can see what I'm talking about. The calculate sample. I'm gonna click on calculate sample. You have this in your system here, in your dashboard. If you go to calculate sample, you can do it like using the technology, right? In this class, we will have exercise. We will practice by hand, but a lot of things we do like this. And actually, in the regular business sector, that's what we use. We don't go to do it by hand right now. But this is a guidance for you, for your life. Calculator.net. You can use.
Can you show where it is?
Yeah, you just go to I put all these links for you so you can like
Syllabus?
second one. We go to syllabus here in the
syllabus.
class.
Okay.
And then I put you the calculate sample, I put you the Google form that I always doing, and also that you can use for you, random table, and also the trial for SPSS. This trial that you have here, a lot of you have PSP Buyer already, you use it already, almost all my community that is here, but also, you can download the real SPSS trial, and it's gonna be 1 month. Okay, let's go to calculate sample because that's what I was doing. So here you will see the calculator, give you everything, give you the confidence level, margin of error. Think about what is this. You can leave it like that. It's okay. The confidence level, how much we can trust in the research that we are developing. Usually, in the regular business sector, you will see that your research will be 95%. It's okay. Again, how you get it? It's a number that is designated, that you designate. Usually, you leave it at standard 95. It's okay. And the same for the margin of error, how much the community can trust in you and me as researchers, as a statistician, right? Population proportion, 50%, use 50. Don't you leave it like that? And let me show you something here that you can use, census that I always push you to use it. Census data, Census Bureau. I think I'm in the wrong. I have to put it. So, for example, if I am working with the population of Lawrenceville again, I always do Lawrenceville. Lawrenceville, because the school is in Lawrenceville, we see that we have the total population in Lawrenceville City, Georgia. This is free data for you from the Census Bureau, census.gov. This is managed by the U.S. Department of Commerce, and they do this every 10 years. So they did the last one in 2020. I was working with them, that's what I promoted. Anyway, 30,000 of in Lawrenceville. So if I want to apply research with my population in Lawrenceville, Georgia, for example, okay, how much people I will need to research, how many surveys I have to run. So it's gonna tell you that we need 380 surveys. So that means that this is the amount of population, the amount of units of the sample that you need to reach to have a higher confidence level, 95, margin no error, or like that. And how I can explain this to the population, to the stakeholder, to the people that I'm working with, that the same way. You will write this in your paper, in your PowerPoint, in your Word document, and you will say, with a confidence level of 95%, a margin of error of 5%, we detect that sample size for this service is 380. In the regular business sector, usually you will have a list of customers and you attach the list, and that's it. That's how it works. And then we do it by convenience. The customers that respond to this survey, they are part of my sample, and that's it. That's how we do in the regular, business. But you will have cases, or if we are talking about social research, social study, probably we will need bigger samples, like this, or bigger population, like the one I showed you in Lawrenceville. It depends the need, it depends the study, it depends what you're doing, the business that you are working, or organization that you are working. And when I say working, means that you have your own business, or you work independent, or you're just working for employment, right? Like employee. So that's different options that you have, okay? But this is more or less the technology way, with using the technology, how you can get your population. And another tool, $0 tool that I want to share with you is the random table. Ideal, you're making us crazy. Yes, I know. Random table. So the random table, before, when my community that is older like me, we used to we used to have a lot of pages with a lot of numbers, and that's how we look the random table, like a book, a whole book with a lot of numbers. Now that is here. So what you do is to you wanna generate, what was the number? 385, 382. The other number I got, I'm still recording, yes. So if I need to, if my population is 380, like the population I have before, the sample I have before, now I got my random numbers. So what that means? So that means that in order to do to develop a random survey, I will need to interview the number 66, the 23. Is understandable one on my list? I'm gonna have 380 persons, and the number 66 on my list. I have to interview 23. For example, it's an example, okay? I know I'm making you crazy, but this is way to do the random. What is the random selection? Is that everybody have the same opportunity to be chosen. I don't have preference, like I'm gonna interview Jasmine and that's it, and Fatima is out. Boom. No, Jasmine and Fatima have the same probability to be chosen. But again, how we do in the business sector? We just attack the whole list, call everybody, try to reach everybody, send email to everybody or message or any method that you find. And the people that answer, that's your sample. That's how we do it. But again, I have to tell you everything, right? What do you think about this? I'm making you crazy? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Ay, Dios mío. If you're getting crazy, imagine how I am. I'm more crazy. Okay, let's go back again to the lesson. And you will see also in the analysis that SPSS give to us, we will see those kind of analysis. So the skewness and kurtosis, what is that? So this is part of the inferential statistic. Part of the inferential statistic. You, in simple word, I'm gonna make it simple. You will see a graphic like this. Majority of the population will be in a central tendency. Like majority will do something usually. That's what we call normal distribution. Like we usually we will have a result like that. That's what is normal. But you will have some population that is on the extreme. For example, some community that is extremely unsatisfied with the service. For example, so they will be in the extreme or extremely satisfied. But you will have a population that is in the middle. That's what that wants to tell you, more or less, right? And what you see here, in simple words, the description of the events that happen in our survey, like what you did in SPSS, and then here we just have a population, and then we extract a part of this population, and this part, this little piece of the cake, like you see here, represents my entire population. And I can say that this sample, what the results I got represent the whole community, the whole population, because everybody had the same opportunity to be chosen, and they represent the population that I'm serving. Like when I was showing you the random table and all of this information. Something, people, I know you like this a lot. I know you love it. Yes, me too. I like it. I like more the practice. I like to make it happen, to do this, make it produce my results. So here, what we will see is more or less what we are seeing every week, the science of collecting, organizing, analyzing the data, what you are doing every time you're practicing, okay? So that's the good thing of the statistic. And what you see now in the screen are examples about politics, because as you can remember, every time there is election period, you will see results of the surveys, what it says about this politician. This one is gonna win because the surveys are saying this and that. That's why they are doing the same, that like we do, inferential statistics, expecting that this sample of the population will dictate what the whole country will decide about the new president of the country, because they develop a research and they research that 300 people, 500, 1,000 say that they will vote for the red color or for the blue color. Who knows? I don't know about politicians' preference, but I don't know if you follow politics here. No color. Yeah, I receive a lot of letters for voting. Not anymore since I moved, but I vote before here in US. I vote. I vote. But anyway, here, yeah. Are you fan of the politics? You follow the politics here of your countries or here? No, no following politics. Nobody.
Different.
Huh?
Day and night different.
Then, what that means?
Explain that.
I don't get it. Explain me again.
Overseas politicians are better.
Politicians are better. Where?
Back country.
But over there, yeah.
They do our work very fast. We get green card very quick.
You get.
Just go and go.
So if I'm an immigrant, I'm going to India. Do you think I can make my paper fast?
Yes. Fast.
So everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome, right? But how I can get my papers? How I can get my documents? If I'm an immigrant, Dominican lady living in India, I have to ask Alpesh.
Yeah, there are a lot of settings.
A lot of settings. How are the settings? Tell me, explain me a
What kind of
little.
settings? You know Money Bhai?
No, explain me more. Yeah, tell me.
Money Bhai gonna work too.
Money buy.
Money Bhai, yes.
Ma-
If you know Money Bhai,
money. Money. You are talking about money.
Money brother.
Money man.
Money Bhai.
With money, of course. With money, I can make my papers.
If you have money, you can do it. It's difficult.
In India, if you have Money Bhai,
How much? If you have money, you can do it.
Yeah, with money. Yeah, my island the same.
Yes,
even in a good way, even in a good manner, if you just go and invest.
You're gonna invest, yeah. In Canada, they have a program for investor. I hear that.
वो मर जाएंगे अपन 60 साल में डायबिटीज होगी ब्लड प्रेशर होगा तब मिलेगी क्या करेंगे
So it's easy for me to make the papers. Okay, that's something good to know. In the island, it's not difficult to. I hear that some people have a hard time. But again, what you're seeing on the screen is what we are doing right now. We are making inference. We are saying that this population is like that, makes use of information of a sample to draw conclusions. That's what we do in the statistical inference. Here we are doing kind of a speculation, I guess, because we are saying that with money we can solve it. I don't know. We have to see the statistics. Maybe we have to see how much immigrants get get the papers, the Indian card, Indian green card.
but you don't need anything
How much people get and how much people not. Maybe it's higher. The ones that not, maybe it's, I don't know, higher.
In India, you don't need green card, you don't need social security, you don't need anything.
You don't need anything.
You just go and live there. That's
You
it.
don't. You just
work
go.
wherever you want. Nobody's going to ask you.
Yeah. That's a good thing to
As
know.
long as you tell it, you're all set.
You are said. What about Brazil? My community from Brazil, how easy is for immigrants to establish in your countries? It's very easy. Yeah. Colombia. I have
If you got money or education.
if you money. So the statistics are saying that money is
but
impact.
if you
How
go with
easy I
the,
can
if you
get.
go with the survey of approving of a visa,
Uh-huh.
India is the toughest.
India is the toughest.
Yes, many of my
No.
US citizen rejected visa got rejected in India.
India is more tougher than America.
It's more
Yes,
tougher than
India-
America. You say it was easy with this.
No, it means that if you are a foreign citizen and you are applying for a visa, there is hardly a 20% that you get approved. But if you go directly,
And if you're
then it is
if you come from Pakistan, rejected.
Pakistan, welcome.
Pakistan, the website will not open. If you say,
You cannot be a citizen of.
you cannot open even the website, forget about it.
My country is the same because we share the island with Haiti. I think so.
बचिए भाई,
Indian एक green card मेरे को दे दे।
मेरी फ्रेंड है सब इधर बोल रही है समझेन अपनी हैदराबाद से है उसको 5 बार रिजेक्टेड 5 बार अरे उसके इतने पहुंचे हुए थे उसके यार 11 के उसके अंदर डेट एक्सपायर हो गया वो ही वो इसलिए तो हम लोग बहुत मजा लेते हैं उसकी फिल्म बनने
क्या relation अच्छा है?
It's hard over there.
डिपेंड करता है नहीं ऐसा
For the community from the other side. Saliro. And Karen is here.
हर किसी का नहीं बोल रहा हूँ मैं 21 साल की हो गई है
So you say that the community from Pakistan is not that welcome, right? That's what you're saying? It's not, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Indians are welcome.
Indians are welcome.
But
Sorry, my
my father can go to anywhere.
Yeah, we know we have a similar problem because we share the island with Haiti. Haiti is this side, it's a little island and it's hard for them to get into that. Now they are excited. They don't want to talk about statistics. Much better. So, but yeah, that happened in all the cultures. French with Spain and Haiti with Dominica.
Before 2 weeks, Canadian citizen been stopped at the border because he was traveling in. He crossed the Pakistan. He tried to enter the border. I was like watching his videos. He been stopped. Stopped for 4 hours. Again, you want to go with the documentations. Then he been allowed. He was born in India, but now he is a citizen in Canada.
Oh,
He traveled from Canada to India by car.
Canada.
To take the
Yeah.
visa to go to India. American has to take visa to get to India. They
Yes.
cannot go directly. But if American has a passport, they can go to UK anywhere without actually visa.
Maybe 172 countries allowed without visa, American passport. But maybe the India
India is not
include.
allowed. My son, I sent my son, he has to take the visa from them.
Victor, in Brazil, they have this situation too with immigrants from other countries that they don't accept the same way than others. Like Brazil. Yeah.
Someone comes from the United States, it's much more.
One time, United States made a
But
mistake.
if it's from a country that's less developed,
Uh-huh.
they make it harder.
Harder. Yeah.
United States rejected visa of our prime minister in 2011. Now, they offer almost a citizenship to him. That will change.
Wow. Interesting. We are basing our opinion about our observation. This is a little inferential. What we are doing here, inference.
Scholarship offer किया ना, certification दिया।
इसलिए नहीं लिखा।
यानी सर जैसे अपने पापा को कैसे लिखते हैं like a global leader
झगड़ा करेंगे।
ये अच्छा आदमी है कुछ मत बोलो
अभी तो इंडिया में अमेरिका में बिजनेस का ये तो क्या
Well, to finish this part, remember that a sample have to represent our population, that in business we use, or organization we use to have access to our community list, and we attack this population, and that's the way we do. And also, what you're seeing on the screen is that the politics are also another sector that we can attack, that we can impact with the statistic too. Because with the tools, with the statistic, we can interfere what is happening, what will happen in the election, etc. It's an idea. And actually, the comments that you are giving about the immigration sector and migration, all of this stuff, it's based on the experience that you have, your observation, and actually the facts that you have in your hand. In some way, we can say that you are developing inference about the behavior of the immigrants or the migrant population based on what you see, what you observe, what you hear. So this is a great example about how you and me as researchers or using applied business statistics make inference in the population that we are serving. So that's what we are doing more in simple words. And that's in a graphic that represents the sample taking extracts with the variables. Remember when we are speaking about variables, what you want to know about the population that you are working with. So if to finish this part, I know you're destroyed. Let's do a little practice. And I'm thinking something here. Okay. So I'm going to do the one part of the practice with you, and then I'm going to give you a little break. We have to extend the situation a little bit, okay? So help me to make our life happier. I will open a blank workbook with you because we have a practice pending about Excel for last week. So I'm going to start from scratch with you, opening an Excel book. My community here have Excel. Everybody. Say yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Don't worry, we're gonna make it happen. I don't gonna go to the lab now because I know the lab is kind of challenging for the community. So I'm using my statistic to take decision. And we're gonna stay here for now, okay? But if you want to do something, let me know and we make it happen. Okay, let's do it together. So the first thing I will do to create my Excel file is the amount of sales, right? So I open my Excel, step 1. My community is with me. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. I love the yeses. So I'm in Excel here. And now I will choose, I'm going to put a title, sales report. And the first I will use is names of somebody that you like. So, okay, choose 3 names that you want to report the sales of this population, okay? I'm putting Cardi B because I remember something. So I'm going to use Cardi B. And I'm going to use Michael Jackson. One of those names, people, I want your name. So because I'm doing my assignment, I will write my name, okay? My community that is here is the one that's going to get the points. I'm sorry for the others. The others going to get, if they get something, it's not the same. Okay, but now once I have my 3 names, I will report my sales per month, okay? So month 1, I can put the name of the month. September, use any month that you want, okay? September, and then what I will do is to create 3 columns with 3 names. I will summarize my sales. I will subtract my expenses. I'm talking Spanish. I will subtract my expenses, and that's gonna give me the total, and then I will do a graphic of this. Simple, right? So September, October, let's do it this month because I like March. Let's do March. January, why not January? Do whatever you want, okay? I'm just being creative. 3 months. February. And March. 3 meses. 3 is fine. So Cardi B sold in January certain amount of sales. And I will put certain numbers that are these ones. Okay. I was being practicing with you, but I will let you the creativity to choose the number. So once I have my cells here, I will do total, right? And in the last column, in my last column, in my last row, I will summarize my totals and I will do sum. Okay, so we have to make sure once we select the sum that we have the right columns and the right squares here. For example, I'm doing B3 until B5. We have just three lines, but imagine if you have a lot of data, we have to make sure, right? So when we hit OK, B3 a la vez 5, right? So I hit OK, and I get my community here. Another thing that I like to do is to put my zeros and my commas. Okay? So what I did is I click on the zeros, this one, and I also hit the commas. My community is with me or not? No.
Also put the dollar sign.
Yes, we can do that. I was not planning to do it, but we can. It's possible. All of this. It's good that we practice all of this stuff. Okay, I open Excel. I write my 3 names of my vendors, and one of those vendors is you. Just for make sure that we are doing this today. And also my totals of my sales, imaginary sales, okay? And then in the last line, I will write total, okay? My community is with me.
Yes, ma'am.
See? And then I summarize and hit equal. I click on put equal in my keyboard. Ayúdenme, speak Spanish speaker. Okay, in my keyboard, I will put equal sign, and then I can do like that. I can select the first, and I can do plus. This is longer, but it's another way I can do it, right? And then enter, and I'm done. Okay? Whatever make you happy. Of course, it's more easy if you don't do plus.
Just copy the first formula.
And then you can have everything in the same. ¿Estás conmigo? ¿Estás segura? No me engañes. No, yo te veo. Lo que pasa es que quiero que... Look at this. What I did. Look at this. With the cross, I move it.
Break it open.
And that's it.
Shift 9.
Las rastras. You drag it. Fátima,
Select the
me quiero asegurar. I know it's something, but I want everybody together, even if it's simple, because we can do better job like this. Okay, once I have this, I will put expenses.
Control down.
Just
Shift 0. Shift 0. Enter.
La primera menos.
Control C, Control V, Control
No,
V.
perdón.
¿Ider?
No me hagan caso.
करो fórmula ya पे fórmula ली है.
Vamos a poner los gastos. We're gonna put the expenses
Control
in
C.
the last. Joseph,
बाजू में आ जाओ. Control V. बाजू में आ जाओ. Control V. Done. Boom, bro. You nailed it.
Tuvieron más reservitas. No tiene secreto. ¿Tienes computadora? ¿Te funciona?
Sí.
Sí. Sí, cálmate, cálmate.
अपलोड कर दो अभी उसको
बस
और क्या करना है
no sufras mucho con la
समझ गया ना वही तो बोल रही अपलोड कर दो
Sí, estamos bien. It's working. Gracias. It's so much better. You can put it. Yes. And now,
क्या बोले नहीं मेरे वर्ड यहाँ से खा लो
निकाल रहा था
लग करके निकाल लो ये स्टेशन
नो साइन करो
नो साइन करो ओके अरे
हाँ बराबर है
ओके नहीं सीएचएफ बोलो नो मोर
so now the expenses, we will create the imaginary expenses, okay? So here, I will do like this. Now, these expenses and these expenses. And then, just what I want is the total again, with the total of sales, less the expenses. And that's all we're gonna do with this, okay? Now, my equal sign will be sales less expenses, and I hit enter, boom, and I have my profit. Voy para allá. Sí, claro. And then the expenses, right? Then the expenses, I put 3 imaginary expenses, 242, 234, 234. Okay? So I just manually type my numbers, 3 numbers. I have these numbers because I did my sales and I spent in materials, in gas, whatever, right? So then in profit, I just put equal sign, equal in my keyboard, equal, boom, boom. And then when I put equal, I just click on sales. I click on sales and I put minus sign, minus my expenses. And then enter. And buy. And what you can do, you can drag, okay? It's okay. I will repeat the process again. Sales minus with el guión. How you say guión? Yes, it's working. Tell me the truth. That's it. Siempre hacemos lo mismo. Okay, minus, you know the minus is on the keyboard, and then the expenses, and then enter, buy. Boom. And then, again, I'm going to do it again, just for us to see. Sales, minus, expenses, and then enter, boom. If we have a large amount of data, of course, we can drag and we can have everything.
Hey, we can choose the name.
It's your creativity. The number that you will use. Don't be
Names
so
as well
crazy.
ऊपर का नंबर सिलेक्ट करो
Some things
Total.
are so
Minus.
regular.
minus
एक जगह नंबर
For
Your
example, let's do
एरो ऊपर ले एरो ऊपर लेके जाओ
Buy.
Pero ऊपर लेके जाओ
Or you
Your
can do
एंटर That's Thomas Computer.
Control V.
Okay, so.
Basically, control skip करके बाहर आ जाओ.
किया ना मैंने इधर गया
Control C करो.
कंट्रोल से
Control V.
Exactly.
पहले तो आप माउस में जब एक्सेल यूज करो तो माउस यूज करना बंद करो. क्राइम होता है. जब आप माउस यूज करते हो एक्सेल तो क्राइम. कभी भी ये पैड को हाथ में लगा माउस का तो आपका हाथ बैठे और लैपटॉप एक्सेल के लिए नहीं होते. कीबोर्ड अलग होते हैं. शेयर टाइप का.
Okay, so thank you. Los nombres Okay, now we have the expense and profit. We are good. We did that, right? We subtract the sales less the expenses and then equal and we drag and buy. My community is okay. Díganme la verdad. Tell me the truth. I know you want to leave. I know that you don't want to do this. So the profit will be. Cálmate, cálmate.
कंडीशनल फॉर्मेटिंग तो रूल क्रिएट करो एग्जिस्टिंग रूल यूज करो. उसके अंदर क्योंकि 2000 होगा तो ग्रीन करो. 3000 होगा तो रेड माइनस जैसे वो नंबर बढ़ जाएगा फिर वो कलर चेंज होगा. नहीं कंपनी को रिसर्च ये
And once we have 2 periods of sales, now we can compare. We have a statistical data. If we have a statistical data about January, about Cardi B, I'm going to use Peso Pluma. Yeah, I'm going to change the LK for Peso Pluma. Because Peso Pluma is very popular now. Yeah, and I want to hire Peso Pluma. So, expense is, yeah, we're going to create it because we don't have the data. So we're going to be creative. We put some expenses and then minus the sales, minus the expenses will give me the profit. But I'm so happy that I hired Peso Pluma. Actually, Peso Pluma didn't sell so much in January. What is my inference? Why Peso Pluma didn't sell so much in January? Maybe he started late. Maybe he was learning. Maybe I just hired him at the end of January, the last day of January, and that's why Peso Pluma just said $345 instead of Michael Jackson. Okay, let me do this. I love statistics. Okay, let's keep going. So, once we have data that we can compare, like January, February, March, and I have 3 employees here, Cardi B, Michael Jackson, and Peso Pluma, now I have a statistical data that I can analyze and provide information about this. So the next step that we will do is create a graphic. Let's do histogram with the data that we obtain, the analysis, right? So I will select just my numbers in the top for this graphic. Let me see if I'm not doing something crazy. I am doing something crazy, I guess, but it's okay. I will do it the crazy way. Let me see, because I want to see something here in the back. You do this part?
So how can I add this one?
Okay. Yeah, that's why I came here, because I saw, okay, here.
It's not here.
Si tú le das, se va. También. Ok, entonces le damos a la ok. Es igual a venta menos sales menos expenses, and we did enter and we are not. Equal sign, do it by yourself. Equal sign, equal sign, equal sale, equal sale. Sales here, we select like this. Menos expenses, enter by equal menos gasto en and if you want to drag, if you have a lot of data, drag down and you can make graphics for many employees. Exactamente, ese es el mapa. My community is okay with everything. Yes. Okay. So once we have this, I will do insert, and I will use this type of graphic, histogram. That's not what I wanted to do. Because I wanted to show, I don't want to show the total in this one. Okay, insert this. 1 second, give me a moment. I have to switch. That's not what I was looking for. Insert. Is the ¿Cuál fue la opción que yo la cogí ahorita?
No, don't do by much. Select the direct. Select the direct.
Go insert and there's a file.
Yeah, but let me do, I want to show the comparison between everybody. 1 second, give me a second. Yeah. Give me a moment. Vendor. I'm going to go with you. Vendor. So now I will do this insert. Yeah. I'm going to use this way. So now, what I did is I select my data, go to this one. Let's do it again, okay? So you can see. I select my information here. You don't have to choose the total of the cells for this. Insert, I click on insert, and then the histogram, the bar chart, sorry, bar charts in the top. And you can play a little bit with the what you like. But remember, we are showing the sales, so this is a good way for you to compare, to have the statistical data and see how Cardi B and Michael Jackson did it. If you want, let me switch. I can do like this. I like this. This way. But Peso Pluma have a different. Okay, so once I select my graphic, my community is with me with the graphic. No. Okay, let's do it again. Insert and choose the bar chart in the top. Okay, and then now it's up to you how you want to present, the way that it's gonna look, and everything else, okay? So what will be the conclusion? What will be the analysis of your statistics that you have right now? Add data label. I always suggest you add your data label. Never leave it without data label because we don't want this like that. So you are able to show the results.
Can you do it again?
Yes. 1 second. So you see, if you move your numbers, it's not going to destroy your graphic because the Excel will make you align, okay? That's it. That's the assignment. That's it. We did it. Okay, let's do it again. I know you want to leave, but 1 second. Actually, we have a break now. I hit on the bar, insert, and then the bar in the top. I will do too. Yeah.
Like
You can, this one is, yeah, it's up, you do this. That looks good. That looks. So here I choose this one. Okay, this presentation. It's your, this part is your preference. Yeah, it's your preference. So once I'm done, I have now to organize my data so I can present, okay? This is better. Insert a chart, and then we choose which chart you want, and you can upload the assignment because that's what you want to do. But you're always thinking your audience, who is gonna see your data. Okay, it's very important your audience, who you will present this information. Okay, if it's a report that you are doing for another company, if it's that you're reporting the sales of the month of your team, how you will present this is very important to. Now, this is the moment when you use your critical thinking or your personal preference, how you will present the data to your community, to the population. This is very important. Yes, that's it.
Upload?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I know. You are
My
ready.
bird is ready to fly.
Yeah. We need to have a break. I don't have a choice. So it's 7:42 p.m. We come back to do the rest of the things we have pending.
This is done, right?
This is done.
We are uploading.
We're gonna upload in the lessons 5 because that was for last week.
Lesson 5, right?
It's on the lesson. You don't have to go to lesson 5. You can go to assignment, and then in assignment you will see Excel.
Yeah, Excel activity. Which I asked.
Here you go. So
Descriptive statistics.
you like more to go to assignment. I know you like more this way. So I'm gonna go to assignment, and in the
Descriptive.
yes, it's activity. Descriptive statistic in Excel. So we did that. I wanted to, well, we're going to practice next week this part because, yeah, we have another practice that I wanted to do in this part.
So there is no assignment for this week?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We can-
Yeah, we're going to do it. No,
So
you,
we cannot leave by 9, up to 9, right?
yes, we're gonna do, because this is the assignment for the Excel, is the descriptive statistic. And also we have activity 6 for this week. We're gonna do it once we come back from the break. I don't have choice.
And I will make this move and I will send it. Is this okay?
For you, it's okay because you're here. Okay, so, hey, we're gonna come back. Thank you, Abul. Yes,
Okay.
the answer is this. My community that is here, please upload your file right now, please.
Okay.
Gracias. Upload your file. It doesn't matter how it's looking now. I know all of you are okay because I saw your file. And I know my community over there is okay. Okay, so
Done.
yeah, we have a break until 8 p.m. Gracias. Dios ayúdame.
Ma'am, is it possible to fix my attendance? Because I'm from our.
We talk about this later. The ones that are not coming are not coming. So that's the situation. And the policy is 3 attendance and the student is failed, out, by, fail, F. Anyway, we are on break until 8 p.m.
चलो, चलो भाई
यार
सब उधर
किधर है
बाजू में
बाजू में
It's easy.
आपको कितना साल हो गया सर भाई इधर ये जहाँ पे रिफॉर्म में 10 साल हो गया
दवा देता दवा देता है उनका रिफॉर्म में कितने साल हो गए
दूसरा भाई का तो लास्ट सेमेस्टर
है ना आप लोगों का भी लास्ट सेमेस्टर है ना ये पहला सेमेस्टर है
पहले से लग रहा है
6th
अपन 2021 अगस्त में चालू करें पूरा हो गया ना तो वो 4 सेमेस्टर
नहीं सेकंड
2021 का अगस्त 5 और ये छठा है ना ये फोर का पहला ना छठा ना तो पहले 4 हो गए 2022 1 छोड़ दो अभी के लिए 1 का एक सेमेस्टर सेट करो इनकी था 1
फर्स्ट ईयर सेकंड
अगस्त में चालू करा
जी भाई फर्स्ट ईयर सेकंड
2020
फर्स्ट ईयर सेकंड सेमेस्टर
23 में दो 4 हो गए 21 का एक 5 और ये छठा
अभी 3 महीने की छुट्टी मिलेगी
उसके बाद ये जरा कुछ
सारे 3 महीने
मिल का क्या होता है अटेंडेंस फिक्स नहीं कर
मेरा फर्स्ट करें फर्स्ट ईयर